All right, so now we're going to find out, will it crush, I guess. That's what we're trying to find out for different, or grind, I guess is the right way to put it. I really wish that they had made this something you could pick up. Wow, this is big. Holy moly. Howdy, folks, and welcome back to ARK Adventures Annunaki Genesis on the center map. And a couple of things have happened. Their new version of ARK is out, a bunch of new stuff in it, but more importantly, they've updated the center map. And I haven't really taken a look, but I did pop up let me hop on Iceman here, because we're going to kind of use him to fly around a little bit. We need some speed on him. Get up to around 150. Yeah, that's good enough. I did pop up above the walls here to see what changed. So there's going to be a little bit of a surprise. First of all, let's look this direction. There's not much different here. Right? You see the volcano over there. There's the dead island. There's the training island. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. What's that? What's that? Out in the distance. It's not just endless water. There's actually... Well, it looks like there's mountains out there. I do not believe you can get to them. Oh, look, a fire pteranodon over there. We'll get back to him in a minute. You cannot get to them, I don't believe. I believe they're just there for visual effect, but look over here. There's the blue tower. What's beyond the blue tower? That is the new biome. They got smart. In the island, the main map, when there is a change in biomes and a new biome is added, like redwood biomes, there did not used to be redwood biomes in the center. They added them just now. But instead of changing an existing biome, they just added a new landmass. They added this whole kind of continent over here beyond the blue tower, where there used to just be, again, water running off to nowhere. It looks like there's even an island there. So we're going to fly over this way, and we're going to take a look. Hopefully it'll be sunlight by the time we get there. Okay, the sun is coming up. I see it looks like a little island over there. And there's this continent, but there's a problem. This is the edge of the map. So we apparently can't get to that section. It's just for looks. So I imagine we can get up there, maybe? Or is this blocked off as well? I mean, I see a drop over there, so I'm pretty sure we can get over that direction, but apparently not this direction. Which kind of sucks. It looks like it should be habitable. That's really strange to have a landmass that goes to the edge of the world, because I don't think there is such a thing anywhere else in ARK, right? That goes to the barrier? You can't, like, walk up to the barrier? But I think you can up here. Of course, we're about to find out. Here's something else that's really cool. When I go into the levels, I'll show you. Oh, no, we have another barrier over here, I see. Okay. Let me go ahead and give this guy just a little bit more speed. And, yeah, there's a barrier, the ceiling here. Okay. So we can't get up there. So it's just for appearances. Look up here. They've changed the coloring of the labels to indicate the rarity of the items. Normally you'd have to hover over it and read the rare and the epic and the celestial. But now you can just look at the color. That's pretty cool. So let's fly down here, I guess, and take a look and see what we can see in this new forest biome over here. Okay, approaching the redwood biome, I noticed over here, we've got this little overcropping here and this little kind of cutaway area that we can get to. Kind of curious what's in here. I can see there's crystal. What else is in here? Anything spawning in here? There's middle nodes, crystal. And I don't see any animals. Still kind of a cool little place. I guess this whole, yeah, it's got this shelf up there of, what do they want to hang down? Are they stalagmites or stalactites? Stalagmites, I think. I'm probably wrong. All right, we got that up there covering this whole area, but this little cutout area is pretty cool. And a waterfall pouring down from there that you can't get to, of course, because there's a barrier, which is sad. Let's make sure that there's a barrier. I believe there is. Maybe there isn't. Yes, there is. We hit the barrier. That's pretty cool. Here's one of the new huge redwoods that we can build a base on. We might even want to move our base at some point, guys, or build a redwood base, because this looks pretty cool back here. There's this tree and that tree, lots of trees. Little ramp over here. Made out of stone here. Or earth, I guess you'd call it, rock. And there is a critter down there. There are a couple new dinos. I haven't done Destroy Wild dinos yet, so I don't know if we're going to see any of them. But we'll take a look and try to find them a little later, I guess. Assuming, actually, Annunaki Genesis has them. Why is that glowing over there? What's going on over here? This is interesting. Why is it glowing? There's nothing to make it glow. The vegetation make it glow? Do these mushrooms glow? It's pretty cool. If they do. Look at that fern. Waving in the wind. They've made some pretty cool little changes here. Alright, so leave this meadow and go up the ramp more, and I wonder how high we can go. I mean, obviously there's a ceiling, we know that. But is there some kind of cave or something up here? That would be really cool. There's a Carno. And some terror birds. Yeah, like I said, we're probably not going to get the spawns on the new critters until Annunaki Genesis updates to allow those critters to spawn. But it's still pretty cool. Oh, look at this flat area up here, man. Oh, this is sweet. You have a great view down into the redwoods. Look at that. And a great waterfall. And I'm sure we can't go up to the waterfall, right? Because the ceiling is going to cap right around here. Yep, there it is. But we can go down here and go down. Oh, there was something over there, too. Another part of the water over here. Yeah. There's two sides of this waterfall, of this river coming off the waterfall. One over here and there's one over there. That's pretty cool. Down into here, down into this big pool down here. That's nice. And look at that. A Dodorex. Hey, Dodorex. What level are you? By the way, how much... Yeah, I was going to say, how much stamina do I have left? I forgot I'm not on a... are you dying, Dodorex? Did you just drown? What's going on here? Oh, you fell. That looks so clear. I thought that was the water, but it's the water's down there. You are a Dodorex of what level? How come I can't tell? Oh, yeah, that's right. Dodorexes have that weird hitbox thing where you have to, like, look a mile above them or something. I don't know. So I don't know what level he is. Oh, and the log is going into the water. The hollow log that you can go through goes into the water in this one. That's cool. Sweet. All right, there's a whole bunch of more things to look at in this release. So let's head back to base and see what we can see. What are you? Are you an animal sticking its tail out? No. What? No. Just some kind of a twig or something. I like how the mushrooms glow. It's really cool. Anyway, let's head back and see what else is in this release. Okay, folks, I was flying by Batman Rock here on the way home, and I noticed something else has changed. There's nothing different with Batman Rock down here, but if you go up to the middle section, I should go through the bottom to get there. Right up here, on this ledge, where we had some teleporter rings, there used to be some middle nodes. They're not here anymore. The two rings are here, but there's no middle nodes. Go up further up here, where this used to be surrounded by middle nodes and crystal and obsidian. There's nothing. They're taking the resources away. They basically just have them on the bottom now, which is, I mean, still fine. I mean, we can still get resources here. It's just not as great a place to get resources anymore, which kind of sucks. But it does make me realize that we need to rename this one to, I think we called it Bottom, right? Bottom? I'll double check that. We'll rename that one to Bottom. And then we need to collect those other two because they're no longer useful. There's no reason to come down here. So I'm going to whistle passive real quick on my guy just in case a bat attacks him. I don't want... This one is top. So let's pick it up. There we go. And this one should be named Bottom, right? Yes. Just pick it up. Okay. Now the teleporter ring should work from the very top to the very bottom. Let's just confirm that real fast. We'll walk onto them with our Pteranodon. There we go. We should now be on the bottom. We are. And now we should be able to walk back on them and go back up to the top. Awesome. All right, we'll use the Stargate and we'll head home. Okay, like I said, there's a couple of new animals. One's called the Pelagornis, I think, and we aren't going to get that until they update Annunaki, and also the Allosaurus. So we won't see them. Primitive Plus has been officially updated, by the way, so when we switch back to the Primitive series, when the next episode of that comes out, you'll probably see that update if you haven't already. I don't know what order these are coming out. There's a couple of cool things in here I want to try, though. They have a fishing rod and a fishing mechanic. They also have an industrial grinder, which is something that I've always thought about doing. If I was ever going to write my own mod, and I used to mod for other games in the past, but I was going to create this thing that would let you get your resources back by crushing things that you couldn't otherwise demolish. Looks like that's what the industrial grinder is. They also have spiral staircases, stone, wood, and metal. So let's look first of all about those staircases, just to see what they're like. Here we go. Yeah, wooden, stone, and metal. And let's look about the grinder. Industrial grinder, 45 EP. That's interesting. Okay, that's a lot, which I guess it makes sense. Now, fishing rods. There's a fishing rod. Cool. Apply various bait to this and then use when sitting on a chair or bench to catch some fish. I suppose you have to be over water? It would seem to make sense. They said that right now you can use sap and leech blood as your bait. But they're going to be adding more. So we're going to also have to use something that we made a long time ago. Let's see if I remember where we put it. Remember the sap collector? Do we still have that somewhere? Where is that thing? I don't even know if it's called. There it is. Tree sap. Tree sap tap. What do we have to do to make more tree sap taps? They're probably not made here, are they? No, they're not made here. They're probably made on the old smithy, which means on Amy Pond. Okay, let's look here for tree sap tap. Actually, let's just do tap. Just search for it. I may not have learned it after my last mine wipe, so let's go see if it's still there. Because we're going to need to make more than one, probably, to get as much tap as we can. Oh, I did learn it. Okay, well, where do you make that again? Should probably read before I close. Crafted at Smithy and requires cementing paste. That's interesting. Crafted at Smithy. I don't see it. Oh, that's right. That's right. That saddle was created before that was added, so it's not going to be available. It's a little bit of a bug, sadly, in ARK. So I might just need to make another saddle, I guess. That would be the quickest way. Instead of having to make another smithy, I don't want to make another smithy. So how do we make a saddle for one of these guys? On a smithy? Let's see. I probably don't have... Actually, wait a minute. Do I even have... I may have a saddle already. Are these my saddles? Yeah. These guys are the... They're not the beavers. What are they? Castoroides. They're not there. See, the coloring is cool. I'll let you know right away what kind it is without having to actually hover over it. That's just awesome. All right, do we have a blueprint for a Castoroides saddle? Just in case we want to make a better one. There's armor, weapons and tools, crafting and farming, other stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. I already checked, didn't I? Because the saddle blueprints are in here as well. I searched for Castoroides and I didn't find anything. All right, so let's make a Castoroides saddle. We're going to have to learn that guy. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make more tree taps, and I'm going to meet you guys at the Redwood Forest because we're going to get some tree sap so we can do some fishing. Now, that is weird, folks. I made another saddle for Amy Pond, and I still can't make the tap. At least I can't find it. I can't search for it. I don't know where it would be. It never showed up. I've learned the Ingram, but it doesn't show up. I don't know what to do about it. So I'm going to risk making a dumb a smithy. I hate smithies. You can't move them. But it will allow us to test out the new industrial grinder, won't it? Smithy, there it is. 5 metal ingots, 50 stone, 30 wood, 20 hide. 30 wood, 20 hide. 50 stone, 30 wood, 20 hide. 50 stone, did it say? I think it said something like 50. Let's just grab 50 real fast. Oh, that's 5 more than I need. 20 hide, I think it said. Boom, 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 boom. And then we need 5 metal ingots. We should be able to get those easily over here. All right, now, can we make a smithy? We can make a smithy. We can also make... Let's look at those spiral staircases, right? Let's make some wood ones. Some wood, thatch, and fiber, just like you make any other wood item. So let's grab some wood, thatch, and fiber. Where is my fiber? My fiber over here? Probably right here. Let's see. There's some fiber. Am I really short? Oh, I was going to say, am I really short on fiber? No, I don't think I am. Wooden thatch. Let's grab some of that, some of that. All right. Should be able to make one of those, make a couple. You can also make a fishing rod at this point. Let's do that. And we're probably going to need a chair. I don't think I have one over on the dock. We can put one over there, though. I don't think I have a learn chair. Let's learn chair. Wooden chair. All right, what do we need? We can make one of those, too. What do you know? All right, very convenient. We've only got one sap tap right now, tree tap. So I'm going to test out the theory that the smithy needs to be a real smithy. And which means I probably should, well, like I said, I want to test. No, I can't test because I can demolish this, can't I? So I can't test the grinder with this. Well, let's put the real smithy right out here. Yeah, roughly right there. Good enough. And now, tap, are you here? There you are. So you don't appear on a saddle for Castoroides, but you do appear on a regular smithy. Interesting. I thought they were the same. That's kind of a bummer. I wonder if they appear on... I probably just wasted that because I wonder if they appear on a Champion Quetz saddle. Der Meister. Hello, Der Meister. Do you have a tap here, sir? You do not. Okay. No, they don't appear there either. Just on an actual smithy is the only place you can get them. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. So, we've got all of that stuff. Let's go ahead and make another tap. Let's just make one more. What do we need for a tap? We need 100 metal and 40 cementing paste. Not a problem. There's that. And let's grab 100 metal. And let's just grab 300 metal. And go ahead and make one of those. And then we're going to head out, like I said, to the redwood biome. But before we do that, we're going to test the fishing. Well, we can't test the fishing because we need the sap for that. That's why we're going to the redwood biome. And I'm bringing a Stargate with me. So we can set up one of those. So let me just go put the chair down first of all, for when we come back and we can actually fish. And then we'll go experiment with the tree sap, see what we can do. Let's go ahead and put a chair right. Right. Why is it facing? It wasn't facing away from me before. Oh, I can pick it up now. Oh, thank goodness. I was going to say, man, that would have been a waste. So they are facing away from us. Nice. They got smart, I guess. Made it so they face away. And you can go in cave mode now, which is really nice. Awesome. All right. Okay, to the redwood biome. Okay, we put the Stargate up above the waterfalls here, and there are Dodo Rexes all over the place in the redwoods. So I'm just going to go ahead and clear out here a little bit. I'm collecting some Dodo Rex trophies in the process. Or whatever they drop. They drop a random boss trophy. Is that a raptor over there? I'm trying to see what that is in the corner of my screen over there. Don't really care if it's a raptor, but let's see if I can actually get in here. There we go. Great. All right, and I've gotten 3 broodmothers from these guys. They can randomly drop anything. I think they can drop... Hi. Is that more? They can drop broodmother, they can drop Megalopithecus, and they can drop... what's the other one? The other one. This guy, the one I'm on, actually. The wyvern. So he's got, like I said, 1, 2... I think I had a third one. Oh, I just picked it up. Okay. Oh, cool. Anyway, I'll have to go through that stuff later. We're going to use this redwood right here, I think, because it's down from the... Well, either that one or this one. Let's use this one for our taps. Let's take our taps. Quick scan around here, make sure there's nothing here that's going to eat my face. Doesn't appear to be. And let's see if I can just put my taps straight in at this level, or do I need to put them up on a platform? I might need... Oh, see, yeah, it wants to put them way up there. That's fine. It wants to put that one over where the other one is. There we go. So I've got 2 taps up there. I'll have to go up there to get them, which is not a big deal. I can get them on top of Hamish, right? Oh, man. Compies. There's kind of a little glitch right now with the wyverns. His breath is invisible. Which is interesting. Okay, there's a tap, and I'm sure they're not getting any stuff yet. Okay, follow me. Thank you. Don't do that again. I've already got him on passive so he doesn't go eat something he knocks out, but if I tell him to follow me, he should not move. And I'm too far away from the tap. There's another one right here. There we go. What do we got? Nothing yet. Okay. We're going to have to go get some, wait for some tap to develop here. And we might get a platform, a tree platform to put underneath that at some point too, to make life easier for us for collecting it. But anyway, we can play with some stairs now. Oh yeah, we have a Stargate up here, don't we? All right, we've got our spiral staircases. I'm just going to kind of place them around. I don't have any real structural place to use them, I don't think. Unless I can try to see if they'll be useful for getting up to the top of my... Can I do that? Can I use them to get up? Wow, looks like I might be able to if I put enough of them up there. To be able to get up there. That would be pretty cool. I just need 2 more, right? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get a bunch of fiber. There we go. And some wood and some thatch. And 2 more. That might be enough, right? Let us go see. All right. Oh, that's not very even, but can't pick them up. I can only demolish them. There's one there, and one more there, and it's going to need 1 or 2 more. It looks like. Boom. So let's build 1 or 2 more. Let's not let that stop us. Let's go ahead and find my fiber, my fibre. There's my fibre. And I'm going to need some more of that there thatch. And I might as well grab that wood. I'm running low on that stuff. 1. Well, I'm really running low. I must have wood somewhere, though. Let's see. Where would I have wood? There's some there. And there's some there. There's a lot there. Okay. Got plenty of wood now. Put that back there. Take half of that again. Put it back over here. Okay. I'll just leave the fiber in my inventory. Let's see if we can get to the top. See if the angle's right. Maybe I'll have to... You know, I'm sure I placed it the wrong way. I bet you. I bet you. Yeah, I bet you I did. I bet you. Well, it kind of gets me up here, but it's pointing the wrong direction. So if I had turned... Well, even if I had turned that around at the bottom, it still would have been hitting this too high. So I guess with some careful planning, you can figure out the best way to put this stuff down. But that's kind of cool. I like it. It's pretty neat that it's part of the main game now. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, now what does this industrial grinder need? Where do you make this industrial grinder? Something tells me maybe here. Let's see. Crafting? Yes. 3,200 metal. Boy, of course they're going to make that really expensive on you. Fortunately, I have that much metal. Haha, game. Of course, I'm going to have to transfer it in little bits, but I've still got it. Alright. I don't think I have enough. Structures, crafting. I need a little bit more metal. I need 2,000 crystal. Okay, that should be enough metal, I hope. Yes, 3,000 crystal, 800 cementing paste, which I think I have. Yeah, easily. Okay. And we needed a whole bunch of crystal, right? I think I have a bunch of crystal. I sure do. How much of that can I take? That much? Let's throw that out. And I think I needed more, right? So let's throw another batch out. Is that enough? I don't remember how much they wanted. Was it 3,000, 2,000, 4,000? What was it? We'll find out here. Crafting. Okay, we have it. 600 polymer. That's the thing I don't have. So I'm going to have to make some polymer. Okay. Well, I'll make the polymer, and I'll be back. Okay, we've just about got enough, I think, to make this guy. 2 more to go. Let's start that craft. Actually, let's abort our queue here. Let's start that crafting. Don't want any more of those guys. Go ahead and tap Sluggo here. Oh, there's where... No, it's a crafting table. I was going to say there's where the extra smithy is, but there isn't. That's just a crafting table. I'll give you some more weight, man. All right, so now we're going to find out, will it crush, I guess. That's what we're trying to find out. For different... Or grind, I guess, is the right way to put it. I really wish that they had made this something you could pick up. Wow, this is big. Holy moly. It almost feels like it wants to snap places, but I don't think it does. Wow. It's not going to be in something I put in here very easily, is it? But it needs a platform, so... I guess what we'll do is... Can we put it up along here? If we move Tony and Jalapeno? Can we put it up there? Because, wow. This thing is big. Whoa, Jalapeno, you're fast. Okay. Let's see if we can put it up here. I'm hoping that this thing will grind things that you pick out of drops, like, I don't know, canteens and stuff, you know? All right, let's do a little K-mode stuff here and see if we can get this. I guess I need to put forward a little bit. There we go. Okay, turn that way. And that way. And that looks pretty good. It's going to be sticking out a little bit, but you know what? Honestly, I don't care. I'll put it as close to this door as I can. All right. I guarantee you I can't pick this up because it's a standard ARK thing, right? Yeah, it's there forever. It looks really cool, though. What does it need to power it? Grind up crafted items and certain resources. If you throw in stone, you'll get flint. If you throw in wood, you'll get thatch. Pretty cool. That's nice. It doesn't say what it needs to power. It doesn't say that it's powered or not powered. Let me think. Let me see if I can grab, I don't know, some of these things that I pick up all the time that I usually throw away. Will it grind these guys? No. How does this thing work? It just grinds materials? It says crafted items. That's a crafted item. Does this thing need gas? What's this say? There's no turn on, but if I throw gas in there, will it... I wonder if it will suddenly, magically... Where am I keeping my gas? Suddenly magically work. Where am I keeping my gas? Oh, hang on. Here we go. Let's see. Will it suddenly magically work if I throw gas in there? No, there's no option to turn it on. Okay. Oh no, now it says turn on. It does use gas. Okay, those are crafted items, but they still say drop item. They don't say anything about grinding them. Let's try it just for the heck of it. Grins and giggles. We'll throw in some of that stone. We'll throw in some wood just to see what it does. I'm sure it's nothing dramatically exciting. There we go. Throw that in there and throw that in there. And it's, oh, wow. Actually, it's pretty good. For 5 wood, you get 75. Actually, no. What? It said craft 75. Didn't you guys see that? And it gave me 25. Okay. This says craft 30. Is it going to give me 10? 2. I think it's buggy. ARK developers. I think your grinder's a little buggy. First of all, there's no turn on, turn off here in the menu, and there should be. And second of all, it doesn't seem to crush anything that you make, even though it says it does. What else could we crush that we don't care about? Oh, armor, I guess. Probably have some extra armor that we don't really need. That's, sure. Let's grab some of this. Let's grab that. See if it'll grind that. Alright, throw this in here. Turn it on. Come back in. Grind selected item. Okay, that grinds it back into that. But it won't grind this stuff. Huh. There's certain things that will grind and certain things that will not grind. Interesting. So armor it will do. I guess it's just kind of selective about which things it will do. Will it do something stupid like a spray gun or a paintbrush? Actually, my paintbrushes are tools and spray guns and all that stuff are in here. Will it do those simple things? This is going to be an interesting thing to find out, guys, to figure out what will and will not grind. Yeah, it'll grind a paintbrush. And it will grind one of those. Huh. Very weird. It does seem to be a bit selective. Will it grind something from a mod? For instance, right here. Actually, this thing. Electric cooking pot. I have no interest in electric cooking pot. I tried it. It didn't work. Well, I didn't like it. Put it that way. Will it grind that? It will. Oh, nice. And it turns it into the modded items, too. That's useful. Because there's no other way. I guess you could destroy that. That thing can be placed, can't it? So I guess that's really kind of cheaty. There, you could easily just place it and just demolish it. And I'm curious, would you get the same things back? For instance, do I have 2 of something that I manufactured down here? Yeah, sure. 2 middle walls, right? If we place a middle wall in here, will it let us demolish it? It will. And I don't know what it gave me. Gosh darn it. Let's take all this stuff back out. Okay. Let's put that one middle wall back in. And that's going to give me 7 and 2, right? Turn that off. Let's go get another middle wall, place it and demolish it and see if we get 7 and 2. Kind of curious. Okay. Place it. Demolish it. 12 and 3. It's far very inefficient to use the grinder. All right. Well, we're going to do the fishing next episode, folks. Thanks for checking out this new update with me. Had a lot of fun. There's some interesting things in here. Can't wait for the new dinos so we can tame them as well. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.